You've been sitting on the edge of fasting for months, maybe longer. You've told yourself you'll start next week, or after the holidays, or when life slows down, which, let's be honest, is never. So today we're burning the excuses to the ground, because almost everything you believe about fasting for the first time is flat out wrong. Welcome to the myth-busting guide to your first fast. 5 fears, 5 lies, and the raw, surprising truth on the other side of each one. Myth number 1, fasting is too extreme for a regular person like me. Picture the version of fasting in your head. It probably involves a monk on a mountain, 40 days, no food, and supernatural willpower you definitely don't have. Here's the reality: fasting doesn't have a minimum holiness requirement. There isn't one method. Traditionally, it means abstaining from food for a set period, but it doesn't have to be. Your fast might mean giving up specific foods, technology, television, anything that would be a genuine sacrifice. A skipped meal with intentional prayer counts. A day without social media counts. Extreme is a mindset, not a menu. You don't have to go big to go real. But okay, let's say you're willing to try. And then myth number 2 hits you right in the stomach. Literally. Myth number 2. The physical side effects will destroy me. Nobody warns you, so let's just say it plainly. The first few days, you may feel tired and irritable. Headaches are common, often from caffeine and sugar withdrawal. Your body is throwing a full tantrum because you took away its snacks. But here's what nobody tells you. That discomfort has an expiration date. After a few days, you'll feel increased mental clarity, energy, and focus. The storm passes, and what's on the other side is genuinely surprising. The discomfort isn't a sign you're doing it wrong. It's a sign something is actually happening. Now here's the one that stops most people before they even begin. Myth number 3. You have to be super spiritual for this to work. You know the type: reads the whole Bible twice, prays 2 hours before sunrise, never gets annoyed in traffic. You look at them and think, fasting is for people like that. Not me. Wrong. Christian fasting is a spiritual discipline, a practice that helps us grow in faith, not a reward you earn after you've already grown. Nobody starts at the top. The focus should be on learning and practice, not perfect performance. Fasting isn't the finish line of your spiritual life. It's one of the roads that gets you there. Quick gut check question. If you had to choose, would you rather fast one day with full commitment or half-heartedly fast for a whole week? Comment your answer below. Now, the fear that paralyzes more beginners than any other. Myth number 4. I've tried before and failed, so I'll just fail again. You started a fast, caved at hour 9, and felt like the worst Christian on earth. We've all been there. But here's what that story is missing. Failure isn't the opposite of fasting well. It's part of learning it. Fasting can shock your physical system, so adjust gradually. Remember, you are body, soul, and spirit. All parts need tending. You're not trying to overpower your body, you're learning to steward it. Start with 1 meal, then a full day. Build the muscle. Every hunger pang becomes a reminder to pray, and every one of those reminders is a rep. Quitting once doesn't make you a quitter. Starting again makes you someone who learned something. And that brings us to the big one, the fear underneath all the other fears. Myth number 5, God won't actually speak to me. You're afraid you'll white-knuckle through the hunger, sit in silence, and hear absolutely nothing. So why bother? Here's the truth. Fasting humiliates our tendency to rely on the natural world and forces us to live from the spiritual. The noise in your life doesn't go quiet because God suddenly gets louder. It goes quiet because you stopped filling every second with food, scrolling, and distraction. The usual noise of planning meals and grabbing snacks fades, leaving mental space to hear the Holy Spirit. He was never the one who was absent. You were just too full to notice. 5 myths, 5 lies dismantled. The only thing standing between you and your first real fast is the decision to start. Not next week, not when you feel ready. Pick one day this week. Skip 1 meal. Replace it with prayer. That's the whole assignment. Share this with someone who's been on the fence, like this video if it cracked something open, and subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from.